You're not going to answer. Why are you refusing to answer questions? Do you want to go down this road? I can make this more difficult. I can pull you out of the car if you want me to.
I don't answer any questions.
Okay, then I'm going to write you a citation for not...
I'll take you to court for that. That's fine.
Okay.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. In July of 2023, a viewer named Nero was driving and suddenly noticed a police cruiser approaching rapidly from the rear with its emergency lights activated. Concerned that the officer was en route to an actual emergency, Nero admits that he rolled a stop sign to clear the path for the officer and immediately pulled to the right. But as he slowed down, he realized that the officer was pursuing his vehicle.
Hey there, David Cheney, U.S. Police Department. You got your license? Certainly you can. Can I see your license first?
I'd like to know why I was pulled.
Can I see your license first, please?
No.
Okay. You won't give me your license. I can pull you out of the car if you want me to.
Oh, I'd like to know why I was pulled over.
No front license plate. Now let me see your driver's license, please. Thank you.
As recently discussed on my community page, it's common for an officer to inform you of the reason for a traffic stop immediately upon approaching your vehicle. In fact, some departments even have policies urging officers to clearly state why a person is being detained. But in clear opposition to the Fourth Amendment and your inalienable right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures, an officer is not legally required to do so. In the video, Officer Cheney of the U.S. Police Department refused to answer at first and used the civil interaction as a way to escalate the encounter.
I can pull you out of the car if you want me to.
Threatening to pull Nero out of the car if he refused to surrender his papers without knowing why this was being demanded of him. After rudely snatching the license from Nero and heading back to his cruiser, the officer realized that ordinary citizens rarely have a path to ensure accountability, and that the official complaints of the ill-tempered tantrums of toxic tyrants are typically tossed in the trash. So he returns to Nero to start stacking up frivolous citations in retaliation for simply asking why the state stopped him.
You still live on Terrace?
The audacity of the plebeian to exercise his constitutional right to refuse answering questions and wanting to know why a government agent stopped his movement was almost too much for the officer to handle.
Do you want to go down this road? I can make this more difficult if you want me to. Do you live on Terrace apartment 7? You're not going to answer. Why are you refusing to answer questions? Outstanding. Just stay right there, please.
Officer Cheney returns to his vehicle, hits a couple keys on his computer, and then sits there in silence, listening to the artist formerly known as. The officer is gone for a bit, and Nero is reminded of his favorite YouTube channel. The mere thought of all the wonderful content it provides reminds him that he should be recording this insolent officer. And moments later, Officer Cheney emerges from his cruiser, muttering under his breath.
Whose car is this?
It's mine.
I'm sorry?
It's mine.
Okay, also the windshield's cracked that obstructs your vision as a driver.
Over the next few minutes, Officer Cheney is seen typing on his phone and filling out multiple citations for Nero. And now, 10 minutes into the encounter, he returns once more to their vehicle.
Do you have your contacts in?
I don't answer any questions.
Okay, then I'm going to write you a citation for not driving with your contacts. If you're not going to tell me if you have your contacts in or not, I have to.
I'll take you to court for that, because that's...
I'm sorry?
I'll take you to court for that. That's fine.
Okay.
And moments later, he returns once more to their vehicle.
All right, sir. I don't really understand why you had to make this more difficult than it already is. There's your license back. Can you roll your window down, please, so we can talk a little better like human beings?
No, that's fine. I can hear you.
Okay. You're receiving 4 citations. Drivers, you obstructed for the cracked windshield, no front license plate, rolling the stop sign back there, running the stop sign, and then restriction for not wearing your contacts.
And what was your name and badge number?
It's going to be on the ticket right there. Have a good day,
I want
sir.
you to say it out loud for me.
The amount of citations was obviously in retaliation for exercising his constitutional rights. As mentioned earlier, Nero admitted to rolling the stop sign and not having a front plate. But the officer had no probable cause that Nero wasn't wearing his contacts, as in fact, he did have them in.
I mean, you can see I'm wearing contacts.
Driving with a cracked windshield in Texas is not illegal, but it can still result in a citation if it obstructs the driver's view. Texas law requires that drivers have a clear view of the road, and any damage to the windshield that obstructs the driver's vision can result in a fine. But the crack in Nero's windshield didn't span across or even in front of the driver. Nevertheless, the department denied his records request for the footage, and eventually allowed Nero to appear at the department to view it, where Officer Cheney's supervisor is alleged to have maintained that his officer's actions were completely justified. Nero fought the citations pro se and set the case for a jury trial, but at pretrial, the prosecutor finally watched the footage and dropped all charges in the interest of justice. Her decision, according to Nero, is that if a jury saw the body cam footage and the way Officer Cheney spoke to Nero, all for exercising his constitutional rights, that the jury would nullify and she would likely lose. But what if you never had to deal with your civil rights being abused by tyrants like Officer Cheney? What if it was customary to never say a word to an officer? Pay close attention over the coming weeks, as I have teamed up with Long Island Audit to start something huge. Our revolutionary idea is almost complete and will be announced in a live stream soon. And no, it's not a podcast, a list of court cases to hand an officer, or a video. What we are about to release is massive and will likely change the way traffic stops are handled across the nation. But until then, get yourself a dashcam and record all of your encounters with law enforcement before they turn sour. Let me know what you think our big reveal is, and of course, what you think of this encounter. Thanks for watching. If you have a video, use the submit link in the description or pinned comment. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and hit the bell for future content, and check out our other channels, Lady Lackluster and The Odd Side. Remember to like, share, and leave a comment about what you think of this interaction. It's the easiest way for you to help expose corruption and misconduct. Merchandise is available using the links below. Join the Lackluster family for just $1 if you'd like to further support the channel. Get a Lack logo next to your name, custom emotes, and early access to videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All links are down below.